Hi, my name is Debbie Komisak. I'm doing this video presentation on the assignment of population health, the recreation component. As I walked through Sentinel City, I made some observations of what they have for recreational centers. I did notice in the Parks and Recreation Center, they have a swimming program, gardening, kids summer program, a city sports league, an adult fitness center, and after school programs. I noticed there were tennis courts and basketball courts around the Parks and Recreation Center. There was a playground by the school where the children were playing with their families. I noticed there was several bicycle riders that were in the street. I did not see any bicycle paths or walkways for walking for the residents of the city. The I didn't notice any baseball fields, soccer fields, not any like kind of parks where one can sit on a bench and have a picnic or anything like that. I did not see anything that would be like that. It would be beneficial to the community if they did have more green space. I noticed a museum, which could be recreational for some people if they would like that. There were jugglers and guitar players on the streets. I don't know if you call that recreational or entertainment, but I did notice them. I spoke with the Mayor Hill, and he wants to put more bike paths in the city, which would be a good thing for health benefits and to decrease the greenhouse effect. He plans to build multi-sports complex, but he needs to increase the taxes to do that. And he's hoping that lottery sales will help fund that. He wants to have activities for all age levels, and more parks to encourage outdoor activities. He wants to include the homeless to feel welcome in the community and interfaith church. That would provide some recreation to the citizens. The Acer Tech area has a community center. That seems to be more classes than recreation that I saw that they offered. But the Parks and Recreation Center in Nightingale Square has a lot of activities. Examples of how, 3 examples of how recreation can support communities. I found that on an economic level, parks improve local tax base and increase property values. So that's definitely a way to support the community. I also noted that quality parks and recreation centers are one of the top reasons why businesses locate to that area. Another reason they support the community is health and environmental value. Parks and recreation increase citizens to get healthy and stay fit, and that in turn reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, and increases the residents' 25% to do exercise at least 3 times a week if they have a park and recreation center available to them. Also with the environmental value, it will improve the quality of the air. It can produce a place for the wildlife to live, and families can connect and socialize with being outside and being around nature where they can sit and talk. Which leads me into the 3rd example, which is social importance. Did find that having a park and recreation center does reduce juvenile delinquency, and it is cited as one of the most important factors of how livable a community is. And that was quoted from The Importance of Parks and Recreation, 2016. Information I found from the NCBI, Recreation, Leisure, and Sports, is participating in recreation, leisure, and sports allows people with disabilities to participate in community life outside of their families, which is also important. They can engage in activities that or they can be passive as a spectator, and it gets them out of their homes and increases their socialization in the community. It also increases their health, their skills. It would decrease the stigma and increase social isolation of people with disabilities if they have an area to go to where they can also engage in the community. Thank you.